Hello, everyone. Who are you? What do you play? And how do you place?
What's up? My name's Jake. My Bandai name's Hayes. I played Bonney, and I got top 16 in the Kissimmee Orlando Regional. So
Hell yeah. All right, let's
pretty
see.
pumped. Start out with the basics. We're on 4 Bonney. I know one of my opponents was running the Kid Killer. I just think the Bonney's probably better. It did goob me a little bit in top 16. I whiffed on a search, and I also bottom decked 3 Hodies with them. So buyer beware, but it's a great card. For chump blockers, I'm on 2 of the Rosinante and 4 of the Koshiru. I think there's probably a real argument for this to be a 3-3 split. Rosinante is super good in the mirror, and the mirror was a lot more prevalent this weekend than I thought, so I guess it depends on your pulse of the event.
How many mirrors did you play?
I played 3 mirrors in Swiss. I won all 3 of those, and then round 1 of top 16 was a mirror, and I won 2-0 on that, and then round 2 of Top Cut was a mirror, and I went 1-2 in that. So, and I honestly think he was on more Rosie than me, and I think Rosie probably made the difference in that game. I'm on 3 Eroge. I think this one probably could come down to 2, but Eroge is really good in a lot of matchups. It's really good in Rayleigh, because you always get your Dawn, and then you're actually swinging with this every turn to take out their little shitters, so I think it's a really good card. Then we got the Bread and Butters, 4 Cavendish, non-negotiable, 4 Carrot, and then I am on 3 SEC Bonney.
How'd this feel?
This card's the nuts. I'm gonna find a way probably to get this to 4. I know a lot of people are on 2, but there's turns where you sequence out where you can drop 2 of these in a turn. And whether, like, if you have an Eroge, you can leave 3 Dawn up, or you can leave 2 Dawn up and 2 blockers, so it's pretty efficient playing around Hodie, and it cycles your hand. This deck can break up pretty bad, and you need to get to your top end, so that's like, this sets up your top end, this sets up your top end, and this kind of stalls the game. So I'd like to find a way to get this to 4. Maybe just for testing, I cut an Eroge and take that up to 4, but this card's insane. I love that card. The absolute MVP of the deck, I'm on 3 right now, which was an absolute mistake, is Goaty Jones. I think this card single-handedly won me like 6 games. I'm not gonna lie, the card dodged the ban list. I can't say enough about how broken that card is. I absolutely love it. So
Cody Bones, the GOAT.
This goes to 4, definitely.
For sure.
I think the underperformer of the weekend was Mihawk. Both the opponents I played in Top Cut were both on 3 Mihawk. I see this probably being a 3 or a 2, if not reshaping the deck to cut this completely. It's just kind of awkward to play. I mean, it's a 4-8 blocker, so you can't really deny the stat line, but I feel like there's a little left to be desired there. I'm on 2 Kid. I think 2 Kid felt great. This card's great. It's still really good. Even against Rayleigh, if they mole pistol it, if you have the right setup, you get to save it, or it just buys you an additional turn for the unblockable. That's really what it's there for.
Right.
I think 2 is probably the right number. If you're going to shape the deck around Kid, you probably play 3. So maybe you cut a Mihawk, play an additional Kid. Who knows? 2 Shanks. I think 2 Shanks is the perfect number. I wouldn't change that. It's a card you want to cut almost every single time you play the deck, but when it comes up, it comes up, and now that you have the Bonney, you can cycle them out when you don't need them.
Right.
I actually played this card to clear Rosinante and
In Top Cut?
my Top Cut match. I played it on, like, I declared KOing the Kid, but I just wanted the Rosinante gone in a big body because it was super annoying. So
Right.
the card comes up. 3 Doflamingo. This is probably MVP number 2 of the weekend. This card's the nuts. It's so busted. Against Rayleigh, it's an auto win button. Against Bonney, it's sometimes an auto win button. And if you're chaining these back to back to back, it's what can your opponents do?
Right.
We get to the 2Ks. We're running 3 Apu for Rayleigh, and sometimes Bonney when you want to rest chump blockers and go for game. I think Apu's super reasonable in the current format. I think the deck manages Dawn well enough to not justify running the Basil, especially with me being on 3 Arrows right now.
Right.
So I'm probably not going to consider running the Basil. 4 X-Drake. This card's really good. It's probably the most playable 2K in the deck outside of Tashigi, but it's kind of like a fake Hody if you're going for game. It's also a really good 5 Dawn play against Zoro if you just need a body. It's a 5/5, so it is a real body and people have to respect it.
Right.
I really like the card.
Good card.
And then Tashigi, don't really have to say anything about it.
The nuts.
Non-searchable, but it is the nuts. And then 1/0 cost just to deal with bricks.
Right.
I think 1/0 cost with the current ratio is probably good.
Right. What were your matchups in sweats?
My matchups, I played against 3 Rayleigh, 3 Mirrors, 2 UP, and 1 Green Zoro.
What did you lose to?
I lost to 1 UP, and that game was completely unplayable. I think my hand was literally blocker, searcher, and you're never going to win against a Gum Gum Giant deck with no real body, so is what it is.
Fair enough.
And then I lost in time to a Rayleigh, 100% a game that I should have won. Overtime rules, it is what it is. No dwelling on it. We made top cut. We got into top 16, so
Hell yeah, baby.
super happy with it. And then obviously I lost
Top
1-2
16.
in the mirror in top 16.
Yeah.
So
Any shoutouts?
shout outs to the GOAT Elijah, Project Serial Baby. Shout out to Joy Boy James. He's my primary Bonney testing partner, and he talked me off the ledge of a couple other decks for this event and got me back on Bonney. So I'm super happy with the weekend. This is my first top cut. I used to play Bonney back in OP7, and the Green Machine finally brought me back. So
We're still back.
Yeah, I'm super pumped.
All right, man. Congrats on the top. You have a great weekend.